If you're watching this, chances are you're weighing a simple but important decision. Is the Kenmore 7-quart slow cooker actually worth it? Or am I just adding another gadget I'll stop using after a month? That's a fair question, because even though slow cookers promise convenience, not all of them actually make your life easier. Some are too small, too complicated, or just don't cook evenly. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what this Kenmore model offers, where it helps, where it falls short, and whether it fits your kitchen routine. Let's start with what it claims to do. This is a programmable 7-quart slow cooker with an oval ceramic insert that fits large cuts of meat. A whole 7-pound chicken or a 5-pound roast, no problem. It has digital controls, 4 heat settings, and a timer that can be set for up to 10 hours. Once it's done, it switches to warm automatically. There's also a separate mini dipper that stays warm on its own, great for sauces, gravies, or dips during dinner or parties. And cleanup is simplified. The ceramic insert and glass lid are both dishwasher safe. But before you jump to conclusions, there are some real-world details you should know first. For example, several users had concerns about the lid durability, which I'll explain in a bit. It's something that could matter long-term, especially if you cook often. If you're just looking for the best price or the full specs, the link is in the description and pinned comment. But don't go there just yet, because the way this thing is built might be the deciding factor for you. So let's talk design, because if you're going to leave an appliance on your counter, it needs to do more than just cook well. It has to fit your space, feel solid in your hands, and most importantly, be built to last. The Kenmore 7-quart Programmable. Slow cooker makes a strong first impression here, but let's break it down. The body is stainless steel with black accents, giving it a more modern, polished look compared to older, all-black slow cookers. It's not overly bulky for its size, but keep in mind, this is a 7-quart unit. It measures a little over 16 inches wide, 12 inches deep, and 10 inches tall. It's going to take up counter space, so make sure you have a spot where it can live, especially if you plan to use it a few times a week. The handles are wide and stay cool, which makes moving it easier, though the unit weighs nearly 14 pounds empty. Once it's full of food, you won't be carrying it far. That's common for this size of slow cooker, but it's worth knowing up front. Now, about that lid, here's the part you should really pay attention to. A few users mentioned that after normal use and washing, the glass lid cracked or even shattered. While this seems rare, it's serious enough to mention. One reviewer said it happened after letting the pot cool and then washing it gently with warm water. Nothing extreme. And the biggest issue? Replacement parts aren't easy to find. That could turn an affordable slow cooker into a wasted investment if you can't replace a key piece. The good news is, most buyers had no problems at all and praised the build quality, especially the ceramic insert, which feels thick and durable, and the bonus dipper, which looks and works well on a serving table. So if you're considering this model, the overall construction is solid for the price. Just know that the lid may be a weak point and handle it with care. So the build quality is mostly solid, with that one concern about the lid. But good design only matters if the performance holds up. So let's talk about what it actually feels like to use this slow cooker in real life. First off, the digital control panel is surprisingly intuitive. You're not dealing with a bunch of confusing icons or buttons that require a manual to decode. It gives you 4 heat settings: low, medium, high, and warm, and lets you set a cooking time anywhere from 30 minutes to 10 hours. The LED display is bright enough to read easily, and setting it up takes under a minute. For a lot of people, what matters most is whether it actually cooks evenly. And here's where this model performs well. Thanks to the oval ceramic insert and the consistent 270-watt heat output, food cooks slowly and evenly. No hot spots, no overcooked edges. That makes a big difference if you're doing tougher cuts like pork shoulder or brisket. The meat stays moist and the flavors have time to build. Where this cooker really shines is for set it and leave it recipes. Think chili, stew, pulled pork, or chicken and vegetables. You can prep everything the night before, throw it in the insert in the morning, set your time and heat level, and walk away. When the timer ends, it automatically switches to warm, so your food stays ready without overcooking. A lifesaver if your schedule runs long. Now, a heads up. Unlike some high-end models, this one doesn't offer delayed start. That confused a few buyers who thought programmable meant set it to start at 2 p.m. Here, you program duration, not start time. That's something to keep in mind depending on your cooking habits. And while it doesn't sear or saute, which some multi-cookers do, what it does well. Low, slow, flavorful cooking with minimal effort. So, performance-wise, the Kenmore 7-quart slow cooker delivers on what it promises. Low, slow, consistent cooking. But let's be honest, even the best results mean nothing if the appliance is a hassle to use or clean. That's where many slow cookers lose people, and where this one gets a mixed but mostly positive review. Let's start with the everyday handling. The ceramic insert is removable and surprisingly light for its size, which makes it easier to lift, serve from, and clean. The oval shape also means you're not fighting to fit in larger cuts of meat or weirdly shaped roasts. It just works. The exterior stays cool during cooking, and the handles are wide enough for a safe grip, although, again, once it's full, this thing is heavy. Not a flaw, just something to be ready for. Now, the control panel, which we touched on earlier, is simple and clear, but it doesn't lock or have a safety feature to prevent accidental changes. A few users mentioned that they bumped the buttons while moving something nearby, which reset the timer. Not a deal breaker, but it's a detail worth knowing if you've got a busy kitchen. As for cleanup, this is where the product really shines. The ceramic insert and tempered glass lid are both dishwasher safe, and most users say they come out spotless. The stainless steel housing wipes down easily, and the bonus dipper is also non-stick and easy to rinse. However, and this is key, that same glass lid we mentioned earlier as a potential weak spot, handle it carefully when washing or drying. Sudden temperature changes or rough handling could be enough to cause damage, and as of now, replacement parts aren't readily available online. Storage-wise, it's not compact. You'll need space to store both the base and the large insert, plus the dipper. But for most users, especially families or meal preppers, it ends up living on the counter, and it does look nice there. So here's the bottom line. The Kenmore 7-quart programmable slow cooker is not a flashy, all-in-one multi-cooker trying to be everything. It's a focused, well-built tool that does one thing: slow cooking, and does it very well. If what you want is tender, flavorful meals without hovering over the stove, this one's easy to recommend. The digital controls are simple, the size is great for families, and the cleanup is genuinely stress-free. It's not perfect. The lack of delayed start might matter to some, and the lid durability is something to keep in mind. But overall, for around $136, the value is solid. If you cook often, like to meal prep, or just want dinner ready when you get home, this slow cooker makes that easier. It's not just an appliance, it's the difference between coming home to stress or coming home to dinner. Let me know in the comments. What would you make first in this cooker? Chili, pulled pork, or something else? And if this video helped answer your questions, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite slow cooker tip below. I always read the comments. Link to check the product and compare specs is down in the description and pinned comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.